to go. All okay? All okay, it is. Chaliye. So how was your IEIFS paper? Let me know. How was your IEIFS paper? Indian economy, Indian financial system. So first paper and the paper one we have completed, and I guess a lot of you are very relaxed after this paper, because a lot of people have this like a fear in the mind, like it's a very tough paper, and actually it is a very tough subject, and the paper of IEIF has always been a very tough in comparison to the other papers, other subjects. So I know we had a little stress in the mind, but now we have completed the IEIFS subject. It means we have completed the toughest paper. Now we have a PPB, and next we have our AFM, then RBWM. These are the paper you can do it easily if you have completed the IEIFS subject. But still, yes, we have to choose the right strategy to clear all the remaining papers. As you all know that the PPB and AFM have no gaps, and 26th is our PPB, AFM is 27th, we have a AFM, so we have to be prepared very well, right? So the one important thing that we have to do, and we do not have to miss, are these classes. The first thing that you should not miss, that is a revision batch classes. Hana, revision classes of yours in the Powerpack revision batch. Second thing that you should not miss is a mini marathon. So I will be taking a mini marathon of yours. From tomorrow onwards, 4 day, we will have a mini marathon of all the 4 modules of your ABCD. Okay, then apart from that, we will be having our Maha marathon. Okay, and then we have our Maha revision session. And then the last one will be having a Chalisa. So these are the sessions which you do not have to miss, and these are the session which you have to follow in the next 1 week of your paper. Yes, English, in all these session will be in English medium. Okay, I will be taking only English medium sessions in the PPB. So all these sessions will be available in English medium, and JAIIB, CAIIB English medium channel, it will be available. I will be sharing the sessions link with all of you, like I was doing for the IEIFS. Whenever we are planning any session, I will inform you 1 day prior to it. And like tomorrow, we have a module A mini marathon. So the link and everything I will share. Okay, and this is what we have to do in the next 1 week revision classes: mini marathon, Maha revision, and Chalisa. And apart from that, as I have given you the summary sheet will be available to all of you in our paid WhatsApp group today. After this class, I will be sharing the summary sheet of PPB as well with all of you. So do not worry about it. We will do it. A lot of efforts we have to put for the next 1 week as well, because AFM and PPB we have both together. So let's continue. So these are the things which you have to follow for the 1 week. And if I talk about the JAIIB, this is our Powerpack revision batch, in which we will be doing 7 days classes. So how the classes will be there, like timing of the class and all. Today on 20th of October, we are having class at 8 p.m. Okay, that's a kind of first orientation class. And from 21st of October, we will be having a class morning 6 to 9 a.m. and evening 9 to 10 p.m. Okay, so morning 3-hour class will be there, and in evening we will have a 1-hour class. Okay, so these are the timing from 21st October, which we will be having in your 1 week schedule. Okay, the link of the group I will share. Okay, do not worry about it. So let's start. First of all, I am starting with the module C. Module C of your PPB starts with your unit number 45. It talks about banking technology till unit number 50. A lot of You can see when you see the units, you will find that the units are very less, but this module is a very huge module. So from 45 to 50 units are 42 to 50 units are there. Very important module. Whole module is very important. A lot of questions will be seen from this particular module. So we are starting from here. Okay. Chalo, let's start with the first question, and the same pattern we will be covering in the revision batch, the whole syllabus, questions, MCQs, plus the explanation of the question. Okay, so first is in bus topology, which of the following is correct? So in bus topology, what happens? Each node is joined to the central node by a separate medium. Devices are connected in a closed loop. Information is passed to the central node. Devices on the network are connected to a single continuous cable. So what do you think? What happens in the bus topology? Do you take C? No, I do not take CIB classes. I only take JIB batches. Okay, have not started taking CIB classes. Chalo, let me know the answer. Those who are watching us on YouTube, you also have to give the answer because I'm checking your comments as well. B and D different options are coming. Okay. So it's a bus topology. है ना? Which topology it is? It's a bus topology. In bus topology, if we talk about how it represents, there will be a single cable. With the single cable, multiple nodes will be connected. है ना? Like this, it happens. Okay, so cable will be single only. So each node is joined to the central node. No. Devices are connected in a closed loop. No. Information is passed to a central node. No. Devices on the network are connected to a single continuous cable. That's your bus topology. That's your what? That's your bus topology. So right answer will be your D option. Okay. Those who have given the option number D, it's correct. Voice is not audible. Am I not audible? Let me know, is audio, video okay? Do write all okay if you are not facing any issue so that we can continue the class. Let me know, is audio and video both are okay? B, D, C and B. Okay. What about rest? All okay, all okay. Chalo, let's continue. So if we talk about the bus topology, you can see here in the case of bus topology, all devices in the network are connected to a single continuous cable. है ना? All devices are connected in a single continuous cable. The transmission from any workstation travel the entire length of the cable. Okay, in both direction. है ना? It travel to both direction and it's received by all other workstations also. So main advantage of bus topology is that it is a quite easy setup. है ना? Like not a complex setup. It's easy to set up your uh, bus topology. So it have a quite easy setup. Apart from that, you can see further if the workstation on the LAN fails, it will not affect the rest of the network. So the disadvantage is that it not only limits the geographical spread, but also others offers the limited flexibility of the change. Another disadvantage is what? It actually limits the geographical spread of yours because it is connected to a single continuous cable. So it will not go beyond the certain geographical boundaries. But yes, also there is one more issue that the limited flexibility for change is available. Okay, that's a bus topology. Second, we have a ring topology. All devices are connected in a closed loop. Hana, in ring topology, what happens? All the devices are collected as a closed loop. Then all information is passed from one node to the other in the series, and the data transmission is possible only in one direction. है ना? So as the packet circulates, the destination recognizes its address and copies the packet's content onto it. The breakdown of any one station on the ring can disable the entire lane. Okay, if any particular a station actually break down that it will be disabling the entire lane. So how you can represent the ring topology? This is a ring topology. Okay, so you can see with the central, this is the ring topology. Each and every one is connected with each other. So if one particular breakdown happens seen in the station, it will actually break the whole lane. Okay, next we have a star topology. Central node often acts as the master. Hana, if we have a central node, it does what? It acts as the master. All the other nodes are connected to the master. Hana, all other nodes will be connected to whom? To the master node and by a separate medium. Hana? So while this topology gives the advantage of maximum ability to change, Hana, that's the advantage. If one node fails, it will not affect the entire network. So this is the advantage. It gives you more flexibility to change, and also if one node fails, it will not affect the other nodes. But there is a disadvantage also. It cannot handle large traffic, as every transaction has to pass through a central node. So it cannot be possible for the star topology to handle the large traffic here. Okay. Apart from that, then we have a tree topology. It resembles a tree in the real world. Like it looks like a tree in the real world. Hana? Like a real world tree, the same this topology looks like. Okay, so the topology has a root node. It has what? It have a root node, intermediate nodes, and the leaf nodes. So the root node is the head node here. The root node is what? It is the head node here of this structure. And the leaf nodes are the last nodes that do not have any child nodes. That will be named as a lead nodes. So this structure is constructed in a hierarchical form, and not any node can have any other number of child nodes. Hana? So any node can have any number of child nodes. That's why it looks like a tree. Hana? That's why it looks like a what? It looks like a tree topology. Clear all the three? Let me know all the four is clear. So how we can represent the tree topology? I will write here. How we can represent tree topology? Let's say, for example, this is a root node. Okay, and this root node had what? It have a child. It have a child node. So these are the child nodes. And these child nodes will have your leaf nodes. Hana? These are what? These are the leaf nodes. So leaf nodes do not have further nodes. Hana? The leaf nodes will not have a further nodes. So this is how your tree topology will look. First we have root nodes. Second we have child node. Third we have a leaf nodes. Okay, and that's why we say that the leaf nodes are the last nodes and do not have any child nodes further. Clear? Let me know all the four topologies are clear. All the four topologies are clear. Let me know. Okay, clear. Chalo, next forward. Let's move forward. The consequences of errors in computerized system are more serious than in the manual system, because Like if any error happen in a human, like let's say for example, I did something wrong, and a computer did something wrong. So in that case, the error that computer have made is more serious in comparison to the error I have made. Why so? First is saying because the computer system process huge amounts of data. Second, errors in computer system are generated at a high speed and the cost to correct may be high. Users of computer system perceives the computer outputs to be always correct. And the fourth is saying all of the above. So what do you think? Why my error is comparatively less serious than the error that have been made by the computer? Okay, and everybody is saying D answer is correct. Very good. The right answer will be your D option. All of the above. Right answer will be D. That will be all of the above. Done. So right answer will be D. Next. Which of the following is are among the recommendation in which Gopalakrishnan committee report? In the Gopalakrishnan committee report. Which of the following is are what? It is are the recommendation in the Gopalakrishnan committee report. So, related to governance of IT information security measures to tackle the cyber fraud in the banking sector, we have felt that there is a need to enhance the RBI's guidelines to have a proper supervision of RBI, proper guidelines of RBI. Okay, and to consider this, RBI actually announced the creation of a working group. Is it IT service outsourcing? Is it cyber fraud? Is it your customer education? Is it your IT uh, governance, or is it your all of the above? Which of the following will be correct? Okay. The right answer will be your all of the above. Very good. All of the above are correct. It includes your chapter of IT service outsourcing, cyber fraud, customer education, IT governance, all will be covered. So right answer is all of the above. Now you can see, so there is a changing threat milieu and the latest international standards are there. It was felt that there is a need to enhance RBI guidelines relating to the governance of your IT information security measures to do what? To tackle the cyber fraud apart from enhancing independent assurance about the effectiveness of your IT controls. So, to consider these and related issues, RBI announced the creation of a working group on information security, electronic banking, technology risk management, tackling cyber fraud in April 2010. The working group was set up under the chairmanship of Executive Director Mr. Gopal Krishna, G. Gopal Krishna. So, under his chairmanship, we have created this particular working group on the IT, on the information security, electronic banking, technology risk management, tackling cyber fraud, and this was done in 2010. Okay, the working group submitted its draft report in January 2011. So on 20th of April 2011, the final report was released as working group on information security, electronic banking, technology risk management, and cyber frauds. By what? By RBI. So the banks are required to adhere to committee's recommendation. Okay, bank have to do what? Bank have to go through, or bank have to follow the committee's recommendation that have been given here. So simply report came in the year 2011. That was your working group on information security, your electronic banking, your technology risk management, and your cyber fraud that have been given by RBI. Okay, the final report was released by RBI, and all the banks have to follow this recommendation. So the guidelines is divided by the guidelines given under this working group is divided into 9 chapters. Hana, like if for the purpose of your security and all, the 9 chapters have been given which have to be followed by all the banks. The first is related to IT governance. Second is information security. Third, you have a IT operation. Fourth, you have a IT service outsourcing. Fifth, we have a IS audit. Sixth, we have a cyber fraud. These are what? These all are the chapters that have been defined under your Gopalakrishnan um committee's recommendation. Hana, under what? Under Gopalakrishnan committee's recommendation, all of these have been defined by the RBI. And next, if I talk about the next particular, there are total 9 chapters we were talking about. Hana, out of which 6 we have seen, 7th is talking about business continuity planning. I will write here chapter 7 is about your business continuity planning. Okay, then we have a chapter 8. Okay, next we have a chapter 8. So chapter 8 talks about the customer education. It talks about what? It talks about the customer education. Apart from that, the 9th chapter talks about the legal issues. So these are the 7 chapters given to us that actually talks about what should be done and how it should be done to secure the banks from the certain fraud, certain risk. And that's what the working group on information security, your electronic banking, your technology risk management, your cyber fraud by RBI have talked about. Like on these 9 chapters, on these 9 sectors, we have to work on to secure our banks or any activity of a bank. Okay. Which of the following is not a cyber threat? Which of the following is not a cyber threat? Let me know. A, B, C, or D. Congratulations, Sanjay sir. 54 is a very good score. Congratulations. So let me know which of the following will be correct. Very simple. Hannah, it's very simple. C will be the right answer. Very good. The right answer will be C. That's the floods. Obviously, as the name suggests, floods is not a any kind of cyber threat. Hannah, it's not what? It's not a any kind of cyber threat. So right answer is your C. Now, following are the some common cyber security threat to the banking industry. First is viruses. First we have viruses. So viruses are what? They are very common form of threat to computers. Very common form of threats they are to the computer. Okay. So now a computer virus is simply a software program written with a malicious intent to harm the computers. A computer virus is what? It is a software program which is written with a malicious intent to do what? To harm your computer. So it is loaded onto the computer without the user's knowledge and performs various malicious actions depending on the type of virus. So you will know, but these viruses will be available in your computer or onto your computer. You won't be aware about it, but it will be available there. And they will perform any malicious means dangerous by knowingly you are doing something harmful to someone. That is known as malicious activities. So often after entering a computer, a virus attaches itself to another program. Hana, so once you enter the computer, the virus will attach itself to the another program in such a way that execution of the host program triggers the action of the virus simultaneously. Okay, so it happened now. We earlier we used to do what? Let's say, for example, we used to go to these cyber cafes. In cyber cafes, we used to have our pen drives used. And if you remember, our parents or brother or younger elder brother or sister, they actually do not let us use those particular pen drives which we use in the cyber cafes without like without antivirus or without cleaning the first, like before scanning the pen drive, they won't let us use it. है ना? And why? Because this happens. The malicious virus or the virus was in the pen drive. If you attach that pen drive to your laptop, it will actually got attached to the certain another program. And when you click on that program, it will feels like now nobody have done nothing. It happened automatically because you opened that particular software. That's why the virus happened, or that something happened with that particular software. Hana, it won't represent that this virus came from some other device to your computer. Okay, so all computer viruses are not necessarily destructive. Hana, however, most of them are malicious in nature and perform action like stealing data. They can steal your data, like user credential, and destroy your data. Some viruses wreak havoc as soon as their code is executed, while the other viruses remain dormant until a particular event occurs or on a particular date run their malicious code to the damage. Like in the movies we can see you are using a certain pen drive or certain device, and you have loaded the virus in the another person's computer, but this virus is not doing anything because the virus have been built for a specific reason. Hana, so when you are going to let's say for example, whenever a person is going to visit a State Bank of India's website, then only that virus will attack and will steal your information. But until and unless you are not opening your account there, the virus is not making any kind of loss to your system, to your data. But yes, once that particular website you are using, once that particular platform you are using for which it have been which for which it have been there in your computer, it will start acting. Hana, it will do what? It will start acting. So viruses spread from one computer to another through a network, a disk, through a infected email attachment. Hana? It's not mandatory that you have to have a hardware device, then it will transfer the virus from one to another. It can go with the help of email as well. Sorry, so that's the viruses. Second, we have distributed denial of services. So this distributed denial of services generally consists of the concerned efforts of a person or persons to prevent an internet site or service from functioning efficiently. है ना, this denial of service attack, DOS attack जो है, that is generally consists your concerted efforts of a particular person of a persons or who prevent an internal internet site or any service from functioning in your device. So this DOS attack is an incident in which a user or organization is deprived of the services of a resource they would normally accept to have. So in a distributed denial of services attack, large number of comprised systems, or sometimes a botnet, attack a single net target, thereby causing a denial of services for users of the target system. So the flood of incoming messages to the target system essentially forces it to shut down. Therefore, denying the services of the system is legitimate users. Okay, so when we talk about this, it's saying that distributed denial of services is simply a kind of attack which generally consists of your concerted efforts of a person or a persons. Okay, to do what? To prevent an internet site or a service from your functioning efficiently. So this attack is what? It is an incident in which a user or organization will be seen it is deprived of the services of a resource that would normally accept to have. Okay, then ransomware. Next, we have a ransomware. So it is a type of malicious software from crypto virology that threaten to publish the victim's data or perpetually block access to it unless a ransom is paid. So this is what? This is a software. Let's say, for example, this software enter onto your computer and they have taken a certain data of yours. They are not doing anything harm to your data, but they started doing what? They started blackmailing you. Hana, like if you will not give me this amount of money, I will share this photos of yours, I will share this data of yours on the internet or with some other person. This is what we call as a ransomware. Okay, so they threaten to publish the victim's data, or perpetually they block the access to it. Like they block your system that you cannot enter to your own system, unless you will pay the ransom. Okay, now malware is there. It is the term for maliciously crafted software code. Special computer programs now exist that enable the intruders to fool an individual into believing the traditional security is protecting him during online banking transaction. Attack involving malware are a factor in online financial crime. So what happened? Let's say uh, I got a certain message, or let's say, for example, I got a certain uh, mail, something like that, and in which it is saying that you have to give your KYC data, you have to give your this data to you, this data to us immediately, otherwise your account will be closed. Certain kind of data is there. So it's a software, and this is a computer program exists which enable you to fool like to an individual into being the traditional security is protecting him. Like it will show that click on here, you are secure, no such kind of viruses are there. So it make you feel like you are secured when you are using this website, or when you are using this data, or when you are using this system. But it do what? It attacks your system, and it actually perform online financial crime. So what happens? Let's say, for example, you visited the other 24/7 application. A pop-up came, which is asking to allow you to like use your gallery, use your file manager or something, and you actually click on it. But it gives you the surety that nothing wrong will be done with your data or with your information. But they do what? They use that particular platform to collect your data and to use it for your purpose of online fractional financial crime. So that's your malware. Now, next we have a phishing. Phishing is the fraudulent attempt to obtain sensitive information such as your username, your password, your credit card details, often for a malicious reason, by disguising as a trustworthy entity in an electronic communication. So, what happened in the phishing? You got a mail, and the mail looked like, let's say, for example, the State Bank of India's mail came to you. Okay, and it looks like the same website of a State Bank of India, or let's say it's look like the same website of your friends. So you click on the email ID from where you got the mail. So let's say a certain friend of mine have sent me a mail with the same mail ID. I got a mail, so I have seen, okay, this person have sent me a mail. I just opened the mail because I feel like this mail ID is of my friend, because the same ID my friend have. So I opened that particular mail, and what happened, as soon as I open it, the virus will enter into my computer. It will enter into my details and can take my details. That is known as phishing. So this is your electronic communication they are doing. So you are what doing? Trustworthy entity in an electronic communication. They are actually taking your username, your password, your credential details from the system. Okay. Now, next we have a spear phishing. Phishing. It means what? It attempts to directed at a specific individual or companies have been termed spear phishing. In contrast to bulk phishing, spear phishing attackers often gathered and use personal information about their target to increase their profitability of success. Let's say there is a R24/7's company. This company's system have a lot of information about different vertical, about bank PO vertical, about SSC vertical, about CUET vertical, about JC vertical, JIB, CIB vertical. So a spear phishing mail have been sent to you, which actually not going to being active when we are doing a work on the bank PO clerk vertical, or on a project of, let's say, CUET, or on a project of SSC, let's say, for example. But as soon as we started doing the work on the JIB CIB vertical, we have a JIB CIB project, we started using it, it actually impacts. and it will collect information only about the JIB CIB vertical. That's what the spear phishing is, है ना? Which is directed at a specific individual or a company. And bulk phishing, in comparison to bulk phishing, spear phishing attackers, they only gathered, use the personal information about their target. Okay, so that they will be able to have a more chances of success. Then welling, we have the term welling has been coined for spear phishing attacks directed specifically at a senior executives and the higher profile targets. Okay, so the welling is a kind of a spear phishing only, but when you are performing it on a senior executives and high profile target, then it will be known as whaling. So whale fish everybody knows, है ना? It's the biggest fish. So the same thing is there. Like you are doing fishing, but and specifically you are doing fishing, but specifically that's why it's a type of spear fishing attack. But now you are attacking the main person of a business, the big person of a business. That's a senior executive or a high profile targets. So that will be known as whaling. So in this case, the content will be crafted to target an upper manager and the person's role in the company. The content of a whaling attack email may be an executive issue such as Saphonia or customer complaint. Okay. Next we have wishing. Wishing is what? It is the illegal access. Everything is the illegal access. Illegal access of data in a voice over internet protocol. It's what? It's a wishing is a illegal access of data via voice over internet protocol. So wishing is what? It is IP telephony version of a phishing and uses the voice messages to steal identities and financial resources. Okay, so wishing is what? Wishing is simply IP telephony's version of your phishing and it uses the voice messages to steal the identities and the financial resources. Clear? So the term is the combination of what? Voice phishing. Okay, so they are doing what? They are using the voice messages to steal the identities and financial resources. Okay, like they are calling you, and on the call, they are telling you that share this detail, then this detail, then this detail. Because, like, they can say your account have been hacked by somebody, for example, and to unhack it and to secure your amount of money in the bank account, we need your ID password. So you have given your ID password. So these kind of things are the part of your wishing. Hana, they are what? They are the part of the wishing. Clear? Let me know all the terms are clear. All the types of your threats are clear. So they all are what? They all are the threat to the IS security, and we can say the common cyber security threat to the banking sector. Congratulations, Ranjit sir. What was your score? Spear phishing means you are specifically targeting a project, specifically targeting a person, or specifically targeting a project. That's a spear phishing. So, in general, phishing is what? Let's say somebody has sent a mail to other 24/7 employee. So they can mail to any person, है ना? Because they wanted the information of a company. So out of the 3,000 employees of company, they have sent the mail to, let's say, any person. That's a phishing, है ना? To collect the information. Second, if we talk about spear phishing, it means now out of those 3,000 employees, they wanted only JIB CIB detail. So what they have done, they only sent a mail to, let's say, 20 people who are working on the JIB CIB vertical. So they have sent a mail to get the information of JIB CIB vertical only 20 people out of the 3,000. That's a specific individual you are targeting. Hana, so that why you are doing so that you will be more success in your work. है ना? Because if you want a JIB CIB vertical information and you sent a mail out of the 3,000 people to get this information, the chances of success is less in comparison to you are sending mail to 20 people who are working in the JC vertical. So that's a spear phishing. Clear? Let me know. Okay, got it. No issue if you got a less mark in IIFS. No issue. We will cover that IIFS paper in the May 2025 again. Okay, do not worry about it. We will clearing it in the May 2025. So right now, do not be distracted with your IIFS result. Now we have to give full focus on PPB and AFM because there is no gap. 26th is your PPB, 27th is your AFM. So be have your undistributed concentration only on these two subjects. Okay, forget about everything. I know it's hard because you guys have actually done a lot of hard work and lot of efforts have been put you have put in the particular IEIFS paper, but still we cannot uh, harm the other papers of ours, है ना? So focus on the PPB and AFM right now. Okay, read the statement and let me know the answer. First is saying several department of bank utilize RBI Net for various application. Which of the following is the correct uses of RBI Net as per its intended purposes? Let me know. A, B, C, or D. Okay, D and C, two different options are coming. Yes, yes, the marks you have seen after submitting your paper is the same. Like that's the right marks of your IIFS. And it won't change. The same marks will be there. Okay, let's continue. So first is saying the transmission of section 442 of RBI Act 1934 data by commercial banks to regional offices of the Department of Banking Operation and Development and furnishing consolidated data by the regional offices of DBOD to central DBOD. That's true. Press relations division daily news summary of the important financial matters. Correct. Department of Economic Analysis and Policy macroeconomic indicators weekly. That's also correct. Right answer is D. So right answer will be your D option. Okay. Let's see. First is saying RBI Net. We are talking about what? We are talking about a RBI Net. So what is RBI Net? You can see here. It's a communication software developed in C and available for both DOS and Unix machines. For both it is available. So it does what? It allow for free format messaging and file manager on the existing banknet infrastructure with the help of servers installed at the four metros. HANA servers are installed where they are installed in the four metros. So RBI Net is a communication software which is developed in C, and it is available for the both DOS as well as the Unix machine, and they actually help of the servers install. They actually allow for the free format messaging and the file transfer you can do on the existing banknet infrastructure with what? With the help of the servers which is installed at the four metros. So if we talk about each RBI Net user interacts with the local server connected to X.25 switch, and the Unix server in turn communicate with each other using TCP or IP over the X.25 protocol. So the software also allows free format messaging without any restriction on the length of the message. Okay, doesn't matter how long message you are sending, but yes, you can send it free of cost. It enable the file managers, it enable the file transfer of both ASCII text and the binary files like a spreadsheet, database, your program, etc. Facilitates the dial-up access also, and has security features such as your end-to-end encryption and audit trail. All of these features and all of these activities are allowed to be performed with the help of RBI Net. So the several department of banks are also using RBI Net for these purposes. So they are using first in the section 42(2) of RBI Act, they are using uh, transmission for the transmission of data by commercial bank to regional office of Department of Banking Operation and Development, and also they use it for furnishing consolidated data by the regional office of your Department of Banking Operations and Development to the Central Department of Banking Operation and Development. Second, it is working for press relations division daily news summary of important financial matters. Then the Department of Economic Analysis and Policy macroeconomic indicators on the weekly basis. So for these purposes, banks are using RBI Net, है ना, to get continue or to perform these transaction. The banks are using the RBI Net, right? The banks are using what? They are using RBI Net. Okay, next. Next, we have a describe e-RUPI and its functionality as a payment method. So next question is talking about e-RUPI. I guess everybody have heard about the e-RUPI, and you have to answer the functionality about it. Functionality as a payment method. Which of the following is correct? A, B, C, or D? Okay, B everyone is saying. Okay. So first statement is saying here that e-RUPI is a digital initiative developed by NPCI functioning as a one-time payment system. It is an e-voucher based on QR code, SMS string sent directly to the mobile phones of beneficiary. Then we have recipients can use, है ना? Recipients can use vouchers at merchants who accept e-RUPI without the need for digital payment application, bank card, or internet banking facility. Fourth is saying e-RUPI distributed by organizations or government entities for designated purpose or activities, and is shared via SMS or QR code. So, which of the following statement describes the e-RUPI and its functionality? So, it is what? It is actually an e-voucher. It is what? It is an e-voucher based on the QR code or SMS string, which is sent directly to the mobile phones of a beneficiary. So, right answer will be your B option. Very good. Everyone is going with the B option. So you can see about the e-RUPI. E-RUPI, first of all, launched on 2nd August 2021 by the NPCI, National Payment Corporation of India. E-RUPI is an innovative digital solution. E-RUPI is a seamless one-time payment mechanism. Apart from that, e-RUPI is a QR code or SMS string-based e-voucher which is delivered to the beneficiary's mobile. It will be directly delivered to your beneficiary's mobile. So the users of the e-voucher can redeem the voucher at the merchants accepting the e-RUPI without using digital payment app, card or internet banking. So user can do what? The user of the e-voucher can redeem that voucher at merchants who are accepting who are accepting e-RUPI without using any digital payment app, card or internet banking. Then next we have e-RUPI would be shared by organizations. E-RUPI will be shared by organization, government to the beneficiaries for a specific purpose or activity through the SMS or QR code. Okay, for this specific purpose or for the certain activity, it can be shared through the SMS or QR code. Then e-RUPI is contactless. It is easy, it is safe, it is secure as details of the beneficiary is kept confidential in the e-RUPI. And this e-voucher transaction process is relatively faster and reliable as required amount is already stored in your voucher. So it is reliable, you can trust on it. Then as of 31st of January 2022, there are 16 banks live on the e-RUPI. Even users without a smartphone can use the e-RUPI. Those users who do not have a smartphone, they can use e-RUPI because of its offline transaction feature. So e-RUPI is actually especially be used in a remote and rural areas, which with a large screen section of the people without the smartphones. So to date, over 1600 hospitals, your 11 banks have started using the e-RUPI platform. They all have started doing what? They all have started doing the e-RUPI platform. Clear? Apart from that, the stakeholders in an e-RUPI system, e-RUPI may be issued in two core categories like person to person or business to consumer. In these two core categories, they can be issued. Then the circular outlines the scope and rules for only for the B2C. So end-to-end transactions involve the following entity. Like issuer bank will be there, bank who will initiate the request to create the e-RUPI. Second, the sponsor shall be corporate, state or union government department. A sponsor shall be what? It can be a corporate, state, union, government department. Can be a business customer of the bank who shall request the bank to create the e-RUPI. Any one of them can go and request the e-RUPI to the bank. e-RUPI beneficiary shall be the person for whom the e-RUPI is issued, and e-RUPI beneficiary may not be bank account holder. So e-RUPI beneficiary shall be what? It will be the person for whom the e-RUPI is issued, and e-RUPI beneficiary may not be what? Bank account holder. So designated merchant should be there. So these are specific vouchers accepting points where e-RUPI can be redeemed or used only. Then acquiring banks or acquirer, if we talk about what are these are the bank providing facility or capability to design merchants to accept the e-RUPI string, QR or redemption. Okay, so these are the entities which are involved in the e-RUPI transaction or ecosystem. Now, the silent features of e-RUPI is what? First of all, it can be issued only by banks authorized by RBI to issue PPI and who are participating as a payment payment service providers in the UPI ecosystem. They can only issue the e-RUPI, and e-RUPI shall be what? It shall be authorized for redemption only. And to do what? To purchase the goods and services for a designated merchant and as defined by the issuer at the time of issuance, e-RUPI. So e-RUPI cannot be used for cash out or for cashback or redemption. Hana, you can only make the payment to the merchants, but you cannot use for the cash out or the cashback or on the redemption. You cannot use like that. So you up to 10 e-rupee vouchers can be issued for one program on a single mobile number or a per individual beneficiary. How many UPI? 10 e-UPI can be issued for one program on a single mobile number per individual beneficiary. So, however, the requirement shall be configurable as per the scheme requirement. Okay, and this e-rupee prepaid card vouchers can be used without the credit or debit card or mobile phone or internet banking. So e-rupee prepaid gift vouchers can be what? It can be used without credit, debit cards, mobile application, internet banking. Also, sponsors of e-rupee service will not need to physically interfere with anyone to send the app to every mobile in the country. Hannah, you can do what? You can use it at a prepaid gift voucher. So the sponsor of e-rupee service will not need to physically interface with anyone to send this app to every mobile in the country. You can use what? You can use the prepaid gift voucher also. So e-rupee can be issued up to what? It can be issued up to 10,000 per voucher, and after doing the payment, it will be done. No charges are payable by the e-rupee beneficiary for using the e-rupee. Also, e-rupee is distributed only in digital form. Right? E-rupee is distributed in what form? In digital form. No physical rupee will be there. Here, these are the silent features of e-rupee. PPI means prepaid payment instruments or prepaid payment issuers. Like a Metro card we have. So my Delhi Metro is what? It's a prepaid payment issuer. You have already paid the amount of money and now you have that money in your card or in your voucher. Okay, that's a triple P. Now, what are the benefit to corporate? Corporates can enable well-being of their employee. Hana, corporates can do what? They can make sure that the well-being of employee will be there. Then it is end-to-end digital transaction without the human intervention, which leads to the cost reduction also. Like a less people is required to become or to make the e-rupee work. Hana, to make e-rupee work. Then the issuer can track the voucher redemption. The issuer can do what? He can track anytime the voucher redemption when you are doing. Quick, safe, and contactless voucher distribution should be done. Okay, apart from that, benefits or for merchant, if we talk about, it is easy and secure. So the voucher is authorized through a verification code. Second, it is hassle-free and contactless payment collection. Like cash handling is not required here. So it is what? It is hassle-free and contactless payment collection will be done. Then quick redemption. The voucher can be redeemed in a few steps. The lesser declines due to the pre-blocked amount. Okay, so the quick redemption is there. The voucher can be redeemed in a few steps, and there are lesser declines due to what? The pre-blocked amount. Clear? Let me know. So these are the benefit to the merchant and corporate. Now, what is the benefit to us? Like what benefit we are getting here? First, it is contactless. So beneficiary need not to carry a printout of the voucher everywhere. Second, easy redemption, 2 steps, easy redemption process is there. Third, safe and secure it is. Beneficiaries need not to share personal details with while redemption. Hence, privacy is maintained in this case. No digital or bank presence is required, so consumer redeeming the voucher need not to have a digital payment or app or a bank account. There is no need of having any of these. So these are the benefit for the consumer who is using the benefits of e-RUPI. Okay. Now you can see the difference between e-RUPI and your UPI. E-RUPI is one-time cashless and contactless payment mechanism. Here it is an application used for receipt or payment of money every time. Hana, you can use it what every time. Now, e-RUPI is an e-voucher, whereas UPI is an application used for receipt or payment of money. RBI operates e-RUPI. Here, the NPCI operates the UPI. Then e-RUPI vouchers can be redeemed at a service provider's counters. Hana, you can redeem from where? At a service provider's counter, whereas the UPI is used to receipt or payments of money. Hana, UPI we are using for the payment of money and it is used for the receipt purposes only. So these are the difference between the e-RUPI and UPI. Okay, I hope clear till now all the points. So apart from that, I want to tell you all about the batch. So this is all today. This is where we are going to end today. Very less questions we have discussed because we are already. This is the day when we have started this batch, but actually this batch is going to start from tomorrow, and tomorrow timing will be 6 to 9 a.m. in the morning. And those candidates who are watching us on YouTube, if you haven't enrolled in the revision batch, paid batch of ours, then you can enroll by visiting the office at a 24/7 application. This is your application. This is your Powerpack batch. In the Powerpack batch, you will find live classes, test series, ebooks are available. You will find a study plan also. Two subjects have been started. First is PPB. We have started at 8 p.m. today, and our AFM was started by Niharika ma'am at 7 p.m. So these two subjects will go simultaneously together. Okay, so PPB will be in the morning 6 to 9 a.m. and in the evening 9 to 10 p.m. And to enroll, user code Y496 and apply. Once you apply, you will find here 80% discount. 1% additional discount will be available if you purchase the same from the R24/7 application. रुपेश सर कौन सा सब्जेक्ट बचा है आपका लेट मी नो so this is how you can enroll and around 1700 something you have to pay if you purchase from the R24/7 and this is the revision batch. Apart from the revision batch, I have told you what else we have to continue. Hana, apart from that, I have told you what else, like what sessions are very important to continue. Everything I have told you in the start of the session. Do make sure you check that out. And if you want to enroll soon so that you do not have to miss any class and you will be able to join all the classes live. Clear? So this is all for today. Yes, I will be sharing after the session. Okay, in the group. Acha. Apart from that, you guys also ask for the group link. I'm sharing a group link. Just give me a minute. Okay. So this is the group link of ours, of our paid WhatsApp group link. Do join the group by using this particular link. Okay. And all the PDFs and all the information from now onwards will be available to all of you on WhatsApp group on the regular basis. Okay. So let's end the session here. We'll see you all tomorrow in the morning at 6 to 9 a.m. And ओके यू आर हियर सो रुपेश सर फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल मुझे ये बताइए आप कि आपका जो अटैम्प्ट है 5th आपका ये वाला था अक्टूबर वाला या मई वाला है Are you a paid candidate? Do you have my number, Rupesh sir? If you have, then do drop a message to me. Hana, or you can drop a message to me on Telegram as well. I will call you or I will discuss this issue with you. Like if you are having a 5th attempt, like I have to know first thing, this October attempt was 5th, or the next attempt will be 5th. How many, which subject is left? है ना, which subject is that, and everything I want to know, then only I can guide you. So if you are on our WhatsApp group, then drop a message to me on WhatsApp. If not, then do search the JIB CIB with the name Amanjot Kaur. You will find the Telegram channel, है ना. So do join the Telegram channel and drop a message there. I will contact you. Okay, chalo. So let's end here. Yes, yes, I will be providing the same Nalina ma'am on the WhatsApp group. Okay. For the Telegram link, you can simply search Amanjot Kaur on Telegram. You will find it. Okay, so let's